Hi, this is Paul in the 619. Welcome to my channel. So, Just Your Average Geeks, Dave did a top 5 comics in his comic book collection, and also Trev, the shipping guru. So I decided to do one of my own. So these are the top 5 comic books in my collection. So the comics I'm going to show you are not the most expensive comic books in my collection or the most iconic, but they do have a special place in my heart. So the first one is Captain America and the Falcon 198, Jack Kirby goodness. He wrote this as well as drew it. When I was a kid, when I was like 8 or 9 years old, my dad gave me a stack of comic books, and this was one of the comic books that was in the stack. So it's like the most memorable, and it pretty much got me into comic book collecting. This is not the original though. The original I sold to an elementary school teacher. At the time, he was buying comic book collections from all the kids. So yeah, he was scamming all the kids for their comic books, and unfortunately I was one of them. So I replaced it with this one. I bought this one on eBay a few years ago. But yeah, it's, if you look at the cover, you know, it's yeah, it's dope. So that was my first one. The second one is Spawn #1 from Tom McFarlane. Everyone knows this comic. Everyone probably has 2 or 3 in their collection. But yeah, for me, you know, in the 90s, I was newly married. I had a baby boy, and there was a comic book store near my house that we used to walk to like every Sunday. And there was a breakfast place right next to the comic book store. So, you know, we'd go there, eat at the breakfast place, and after we'd go get some comic books. And yeah, I remember like during the 90s, I mean, man, you couldn't deny the image, the power that image had. So yeah, Tom McFarlane, Spawn #1. And also in Image Comics at the time, one of the founders was also, it was Jim Lee. And this is not the first issue, but this is the second issue. And this one just, you know, when I saw this on the shelf, I mean, it just blew my mind. I mean, this foil cover and the Jim Lee art, yeah, it just kicked ass. Yeah, and this is the one, this is the original one. This is the one I bought. And the place was called Comet Castle. Yeah. This is a copy I bought off the shelf. And that was #3. #4 is Uncanny XMen 239. And this is the Inferno storyline and the start of the Goblin Queen. Right here, the Goblin Queen right here. She was the clone of Jean Grey. And the thing with Mr. Sinister, to me, he's like one of my out of like the X-Men villains, he's one of my favorite, and I can't wait to see him on the big screen. Hopefully they don't screw it up. But yeah, that's #4. And for the 5th one, the 5th comic was a comic that I sold, that I regretted, but I just recently reacquired. It's not a comic book that I ever had raw. I've always had it slabbed, but it's Fantastic Four 48, first appearance of Silver Surfer. I got this one at a 7.0. The one that I sold before, excuse me, was a 7.5. And unfortunately, I paid more for this than I did for my 7.5, but who cares? I wanted it, so I got it. So that was my top 5 in my collection. Again, I want to thank Dave from Just Your Average Geeks, and Trev from Trev the Shipping Guru, for giving me the idea for showing my top 5. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed everything that I showed. As always, peace, happy collecting, and yeah, don't forget to support your LCS. Take care, guys. We'll see you in the next one.